Welcome to Factful Finance, where smart money moves meet real-world impact. All right, here's something wild. Americans left over $15 billion in unclaimed credit card rewards last year. Yeah, billion with a B. So let me ask you, how much of that was yours? You work, you swipe, you pay, but is your credit card actually working for you? Or are you just giving the bank free money while they hand someone else a fat cashback check? Today, we're diving deep into the world of cashback credit cards, the ones that actually pay you for spending money you'd already spend anyway. No gimmicks, no fluff, just cold hard facts, real-life results, and the inside scoop on how to maximize every dollar you swipe. Now look, not all cashback cards are created equal. Some look flashy up front, 5% on this, 3% on that, but then you dig into the fine print and it's like decoding a tax treaty in Latin. So I'm going to break it all down for you, plain and simple. Think of this as your ultimate cashback playbook. Let's start with a hard truth. If your current credit card doesn't pay at least 1.5% cashback on everything, you're leaving money on the table. Period. So here's the breakdown, starting with the heavy hitters that consistently top industry rankings, including data from NerdWallet, The Points Guy, and CFP-backed best practice guides. Let's talk about the Citi Double Cash Card first. This one's a total workhorse. It gives you 2% cash back on every purchase, 1% when you buy, 1% when you pay it off. No rotating categories, no hoops, just solid straight-up rewards. If you're someone like Marcus, a freelance video editor who doesn't want to juggle bonus categories, this card's simplicity just works. Last year, he earned $1,142 in cash back, enough to pay for a full month of rent. Next, we've got the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. Now this one's a sleeper hit, unlimited 2% cashback. Plus, there's a welcome bonus, usually around $200 if you spend a modest amount in the first 3 months. That's money on the table. Perfect for someone like Dana, a nurse who puts her everyday expenses, groceries, gas, utilities, on the card, pays it off every month, and lets the rewards pile up like clockwork. But maybe you're a strategic spender, like Javier, a rideshare driver who burns through gas every week. In that case, the Blue Cash Preferred card from American Express might be your golden ticket. We're talking 6% cash back at US supermarkets, up to $6,000 a year, 6% on select streaming services, and 3% at gas stations and transit. Yeah, there's a $95 annual fee after the first year, but Javier earns so much in cash back he doubles that fee in rewards by June. That's called ROI. Oh, and for those who live and breathe online shopping, the Amazon Prime Visa might be a game changer. 5% cash back at Amazon and Whole Foods, 2% at restaurants, gas stations, and drugstores. It works best if you're already paying for Prime. Shout out to Tasha, a mom of 3 who orders everything from diapers to dog food online. Last year alone, she racked up over $700 in cash back without changing a single spending habit. Then there's the wild card, Chase Freedom Flex. This card is like the Swiss Army knife of cashback. 5% on rotating quarterly categories, up to $1,500 in combined purchases, 5% on travel booked through Chase, 3% on dining in drugstores, and 1% on everything else. It does take a bit more attention. You've got to activate the 5% categories each quarter. But if you're someone like Amir, a tech-savvy grad student who's organized and intentional with his spending, it's worth the hustle. Still with me? Good. Because here's where it gets powerful. If you really want to supercharge your cashback, you don't just pick one card. The pros, like seasoned financial planners and savvy credit optimizers, stack cards based on spending categories. For example, use the Blue Cash Preferred for groceries, Citi Double Cash for everything else, and Chase Freedom Flex for those rotating 5% opportunities. That's how Sophia, a marketing consultant, optimized her household budget and earned over $2,300 in cashback in 1 year, without going into a dime of debt. But this isn't just about maximizing rewards. Let's talk about behavior. According to a CFP-approved study on consumer psychology, people spend up to 18% more with credit cards than cash. That's the trap. That's why cashback only makes sense if, and only if, you pay your balance in full every month. Otherwise, those 3% rewards get eaten alive by 25% interest. So here's your golden rule. Cashback is a bonus, not a license to overspend. Use the cards like debit cards. Budget like every purchase matters, because it does. And don't forget about your credit score. Most of these top-tier cards require a good to excellent credit score. Think 700 and up. If your score is not quite there yet, look into options like the Discover It Secured card. It earns cashback and helps you build credit responsibly. By the way, I know someone out there's thinking, okay, but what about the taxes? Good question. According to IRS guidance, cashback rewards are typically considered a rebate on spending, not taxable income. And it's a big but, this changes if you're using the card for business expenses or getting sign-up bonuses from spend you're reimbursed for. That's why it's smart to talk to a CPA if you're mixing personal and business spending. To recap, best flat rate card, Citi Double Cash or Wells Fargo Active Cash. Best category card, Blue Cash Preferred. Best hybrid, Chase Freedom Flex. Best for Amazon, Prime Visa. Best for credit building, Discover It Secured. Mix and match based on your lifestyle and spending habits. And hey, don't sleep on the welcome bonuses. They're one-time boosts, sure, but if you're already planning a big purchase, might as well get paid for it. Remember, this content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Mentioning any products isn't an endorsement. Always consult a certified financial professional before making money moves. So what do you use to get the most cash back? Drop your go-to card combo in the comments. I want to see how the Factful Finance fam is playing the game. I read as many replies as I can. If this helped you rethink your swipe strategy, there's a lot more coming your way. You don't want to miss what's next. It's packed with game-changing insights. Want to level up your financial game even further? There's a video on screen that'll change the way you think about debt and freedom. Go hit play.